YouTube, what is going on? Welcome to the first episode of 2025 for the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And as always, a quick thank you for checking out the new video and for all the amazing support. You guys have pushed this channel over 6,000 subs, and that just completely blows me away. I'm so thankful for the support. Really do appreciate it, and I can't thank you enough. Which, of course, makes you a part of, the best damn community here on YouTube, without a doubt. So many of us here are stacking precious metals as a savings account, a storage of wealth against a weakening dollar, and maybe even a supplement to our retirement when we turn into curmudgeons at large.
Get off my lawn. Did you hear me? I said get off my lawn now. Get off my lawn.
But while many of us see the value in stacking silver, there are plenty of naysayers and stackers who, they've decided they'd had enough and they quit stacking altogether, mad and frustrated. Now, what causes them to quit? Well, there are myriad reasons, but in today's video, I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons silver stackers quit, and then I'm going to give you 5 more reasons why we continue to stack, even through the negativity. And all that said, you already know it.
Let's freaking roll it!
Alright, so we're going to start off with 5 reasons stackers get out of silver. Number 1, they got into it for the wrong reasons. They might have thought they could make a quick buck on it, or they listened to silver pumpers on YouTube and other platforms who were predicting silver to the moon, triple-digit silver, silver shortages, buy it now before it's too late, etc., etc. Number 2, they feel there's too much manipulation. Between silver ETFs flooding the market, giving the impression that, there's more above-ground silver than there really is, and other means of potential manipulation, they lose faith in silver ever overcoming it all. I mean, look, JP Morgan did recently pay a $60 million fine as a result of their agents spoofing silver or placing large amounts of trades without ever intending to actually purchase them. Other manipulation methods include leveraging positions, controlling physical supply, and flat-out deception. We see that on the daily here on YouTube without question. We can't definitively claim manipulation exists, but I'm a firm believer on where there's smoke, there's fire. Number 3, the economy stinks. Let's face it, life is expensive right now. Between the states increasing the taxes on it by overvaluing our houses and vehicles, and that's a real thing here in our county. My car went up in value by several $1,000s this year, and the house valuation, good gosh, that more than doubled. And that's just the state catching up with recent increases on both, to be honest. But anyway, utilities, food, services, it's all going up. It's all going up while salaries are slow to catch up, and that means some have to liquidate their metals just to survive. As an example of increasing costs, the cheapest combo meal right now at my local McDonald's, garbage food, is the 2 cheeseburger meal, and that's right around $10, $10 for what equates to a couple of sliders. And really, that same combo was just $6.99 back in 23. But hey, someone had to pay for those wages that went up, right? You know, because they always get the order right, the food is hot, the service is friendly, and Never mind. I can't even lie about fast food with a straight face. It all sucks, right down to the service. But people are only going to pay for that crap for so long before they decide it's just not worth it. Number 4, they're scared to accumulate due to capital gains taxes. Yeah, that pesky IRS, they're going to want a piece of your metals. As a matter of fact, you could get hit with up to a 28% tax when you go to sell, and that really depends on how long you've held it. Now, I'm not going to get into the complexities of the CGT due to time constraints. I do have a couple of videos on the subject if you want to go back about a year or so. And number 5, they're comparing silver price to 1980 and 2011 when the price spiked to record highs of nearly $50. Well, easy to do, I guess. But they're wondering, how in the hell are we sitting at $29, $30, 45 and 14 years later, respectively? They see those prices from back in the day and see nothing but stagnancy in silver price, even though it did go from 22 to nearly 35 an ounce in 2024. The problem is that took more than a decade just to cross back over 30 before sinking back under 30 by the end of 2024. And here we are today, still under 30. Now, with these 5 examples, I get it. I totally understand why newer and even veteran stackers would call it quits. It's a lot of stuff to take in, and the frustration is palpable. So, why continue stacking silver? Well, let's go over a couple of reasons that we do. All right, now we're going to go over 5 reasons people stick with silver. Number 1, it acts as a savings account, or for some, even an emergency fund. I mean, look, we all hate to think about having to liquidate our metals in the event of a life emergency, right? But hell, it sure is a relief to know that we have a means of potentially getting ourselves out of the hole if needed. Now, I always recommend stacking a few months' worth of bills in cash as well, if you can, so that could potentially save you from having to sell off the metals that you worked so hard to save. Number 2, it has the ability to outperform gold from time to time. Not by the ounce, obviously. They're apples and oranges in price, but the percentages don't lie. In bull markets, silver has the potential to obtain higher increases of gains than gold, percentage-wise. Number 3, it's an affordable metal and it beats holding dollars in an account for years, unless it's a high-yield account, which I do recommend everybody have, if you can. Silver is a great tool for entry-level precious metal stacking, and it should increase, even if it's just a little bit, in the years to come. And if we make a few bucks per ounce, hey, even better, right? Number 4, portfolio diversification. Too many naysayers think we're crazy for stacking silver because it doesn't match up to crypto, stocks, bonds, high-yield savings accounts, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, to that I say this. Stop trying to compare apples to oranges. Most of the stackers I interact with in the community don't consider their silver to be an investment at all, to be quite honest. We have our portfolios. We have them all. And silver and gold are just a way to, quote-unquote, capital letters, diversify. And number 5, silver can be a supplement to retirement. One thing I often wonder about is Social Security and whether or not it'll be there years down the road when I'm ready to retire. I'm hoping it is because, I've helped supplement the retirements of those who worked and retired before me since I got my first paycheck. But one thing I refuse to do, and I mean absolutely refuse to do, is trust the government will have my back in any aspect of my retirement, which is why I keep my nose to my portfolio and I invest as needed. Now, in a perfect world, my silver and gold stack is meant for real estate when I retire, but if I have to use it for retirement itself and Social Security's gone, well, I'll be thankful that I had the foresight to stack precious metals all those years. So we're getting ready to close this video out, but just a couple of notes. A, I've tried to present the positives and the negatives of stacking silver, and I'm absolutely not campaigning for or against doing it. That's not what this channel's about. It's completely up to you whether you're just getting into it, you're a seasoned veteran, or you're thinking about getting out. You have to figure out your own risk tolerance, and you have to see if it aligns with the exit strategy you implemented when you first got into all this. What were your goals? How much are you going to buy weekly? How much gold were you going to add to your silver? And how are you going to get out? What's the plan? Those are all things to consider when you're thinking about continuing to stack or not. And you still have to ascertain if stacking is conducive to your financial plan. All I'm saying is this. Consider everything, then make your decision. We spend way too much money on our metals to not have complete clarity and confidence in what we're doing, why we're doing it, and if it makes sense financially to continue. Make sense? All right. There you have it, folks. So, look, I get it. I get it. It's easy to get frustrated with silver, but hopefully you didn't get into it to turn a quick buck. We did see a nice jump in price in mid-2024 through November, but that price jump could have been an anomaly since it seems like silver takes forever to post any kind of impressive gains. Again, we hadn't hit 30 since, 2013? Now, if you're like the majority of stackers, you're not all that worried about spot price, as you plan on taking your stacking journey all the way into retirement regardless. You might be like me, keeping an eye on the gold to silver ratio, see if there's an opportunity to trade off some top-heavy silver. But let's face it, guys, the GSR has not been cooperative lately, and it seems to be stuck in the 80-something to 1 range for the most part. And that's just too high for many of us. So anyway, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. You guys know I love going through them, so make sure you sound off. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. If you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, oh yeah, you know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to stack.
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Happy 2025. Peace.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?